him as he walked to the door, hiding his eyes so he looks at the floor. His mum knows, she saw him before. Addiction to weed is causing a war. Every 2 days he's spending a score. THC got him bending the law. He was meant to be a doctor in life, but somehow instead it ends in a court. Tetrahydrocannabinol feeling, making it darker, storming your season. Heart beats faster, chemical reason. Vessel gets larger, heavily breathing. Stressed and paranoid on his own zone. Relationship problem has just blown, not spending time answering phone. She don't want him every time he's stoned.
Increases anxiety. It gets in the way of the connection with your spiritual self. It has a huge kind of manana energy where you don't follow through and complete tasks. It gets in the way of you and your big picture of your life, of what you're here to do on the planet. And it blocks your emotions, and blocking emotions are not a good thing in terms of just...
I ain't even treating the green like it's all evil, cause they see me through some serious situations I've been through. Speaking to these inner feelings, they keeping it simple. Vasodilation means that my vessel's open like windows. Cause I ain't trying to be a DAD, but skunk ain't got no CBD. That's why you might roll on a high road like a psycho on CCTV. THC will make a boy nuts go lick a man down for his HTC. Don't blame me when you're in cuffs in a sweatbox en route to HMP.
Some of the negative side effects of smoking marijuana, and as far as from the social standpoint, probably the most significant one is the tendency to isolate and only hang out with folks who also smoke marijuana. And that tends to be a very common side effect, especially with young folks.
Swimming in debt, still spending his paper. Keeps forgetting about thinking of later. And that cannabinoid is not on the radar. Memory failure's gonna get greater. Listen to gang rap when he was small. Now he's in it cause they thought he was cool. Plants help catch every word in music. Brainwashed him so we made him choose it. World was small, he kept on fighting. They put him in coma, he thought that he died quick. All he remembers is ambulance sirens. Open his eyes, seen his mum crying. This is true story, there is no lying. I'm that person behind these eyelids. Eyelids, 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 eyelids.
When you're looking at marijuana use, probably the thing that's most noticeable is the effect on short-term memory. And that just seems to kind of occur in most individuals who use marijuana. What are also some of the physical effects of marijuana is that it tends to impair judgment.
The weed is in the system now. I was 13 the first time I brought the Rizla out, and I don't even know the ins and outs. All I know is when I'm half stoned, I'm hard to figure out. And I used to think it was something I couldn't live without. Cause I was huffing and puffing, I put the spliffy out. Knew I had enough of the suffering, kept depressing my mother and I was stressing. That's something I had to think about.
Tend to have some emotional difficulties associated with the use. One of those difficulties may be anxiety, for some panic. For others, they may have some kind of profound personality changes. For others, paranoia. Everyone's a little different as far as its effects, physical effects on them. But certainly, because of the widespread use of marijuana, it would be helpful for people to know the downside or the negative side effects of marijuana use.